Hello, hello, lords and ladies. This is a new adventure. This has been in progress for a decent little bit. This has been an announcement I've been waiting to make. I would like to welcome you all to a brand new adventure. This is From Survivalists to Adventurers. This is a D&D 5e homebrew campaign where we are going to take three of our beloved adventurers and throw them from our world to the crazy world of Dungeons and Dragons. What will happen? How will they get home? Just got to watch and find out. Without further ado, welcome survivalists. My name is Zen and I will be your guide for this adventure. Before we begin, I would like to thank our sponsor, Iron Buffalo Gaming and Coffee, out in the Amherst, Buffalo area. If you are in the area, stop on in, tell Will I said hi. Link to the website is in the description. You'll find all the info there. And tell him Noah sent you. You might get some free, I don't know. So, with that, here we go. Our survivalists will begin in a world on a weekend trip to the Rocky Mountains. They all take their own ways of travel, and all of them being trained survivalists, as well as longtime friends. They are all taking they're all taking their own path up to the Rocky Mountains. And with this, we will meet up with them there as we begin with some theater of the mind. With that, I would like to introduce our characters one at a time. So, first and certainly, well, I was about to say first, certainly not least. I don't know, but we're going with it. First and certainly not least, T, will you please introduce you and your character?
My name's Rodrick. Um, and with me is my dog Neri. Um, and we are uh, rangers. Or well, I'm a ranger. He's just a dog.
He's just a dog. um, with that, Ruby, will you please introduce yourself and introduce your character?
Hello. My name's Ruby. I'm playing Leviathan. I go by Levi or Liv. Um, right now, I am just a very short individual who practices casual witchcraft. Might turn into something more. We don't know.
Indeed. And last, but again, certainly not the least, Luca, please introduce your character.
My character is Jonas Johnson, or as his friends call him, JoJo. And he is a tool sorcerer, which means he'll be doing loony toony stuff.
Indeed. But before we get to the fact of our powers and any class abilities, first we must walk through the wilds. So, you all are beginning at a park entrance to a park in the Rocky Mountains. It's a smaller park that you all have been going to for years. And this part is going to be a bit of theater of the mind before we get into anything a little further. You all meet up there at the usual spot. You say your hellos, um, and begin down the trail. May I ask, what kind of stuff are you guys storing in your adventuring pack aside from the basics of your bedroll, some food, some water, um, maybe a knife? What other basics would you be bringing with you?
Well, Jonas has a smartphone with him and a solar powered cell phone charger.
Mm-hmm. Very smart.
I'm just out here with basically I'm out hunting and things like that. So I probably have a bow on me, bow and
All right.
arrows, and then maybe like a knife or something.
All right. If you do not already have them, you are more than welcome to add these items to your inventory. And then, Levi, what would you be bringing with you?
Seeing as I'd just be out for a hike, I would say I'd probably have like a walking stick with me that like I carved myself or something like that.
Gotcha.
And then yeah, cell phone, so like portable charging pack with it, just in case I get lost.
Yeah. You can go ahead and add those items to your inventory. And the walking stick you can add as a quarterstaff if you so choose. All right. So with that, you all are taking a stroll. You're walking down these paths, and you've been coming here ever since you three were young lads and lasses. You've been coming to these parts for years and years. Rodrick, how old is your pup?
My pup's probably about almost 2. It's pretty young.
Yeah, so he's a young one. So this is probably Neri's first, second, maybe even third time out here, but has not really been
I'd
walking.
say it's probably second.
Second? Gotcha. All right. So it's Neri's second, and you've been out here many, many times, so this is nothing new to you. But you all are just kind of walking through, and here is where we will get into actually looking at a map. And I need to move us to this map as well. So you lot are walking down the trail. Oh, you are not that big.
Man, I'm huge.
You are giants among men. No.
A lot bigger than normal.
Ho ho ho. Green giant.
Let me make sure access is given to all tokens. But you all are kind of walking, and you come across a nice clearing. There's a bit of a fork in the road, and as you're looking, there is something none of you have ever seen before, and that is that cave. You guys are all on this page, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
There is a cave up here. Again, you guys have been walking this trail for years and years, and this is the first time you've ever noticed this. So, what would you like to do?
Well, very strange there. I've never seen this cave before here. You guys remember it?
I certainly don't. If I did, I probably would have explored it already.
No, that's pretty dangerous. Like, no, never go cave exploring without telling anybody where you are.
That is a
Yeah,
Anybody
very
Never seen that
good.
before.
So you guys are kind of looking around. I'm assuming you guys are getting a little closer to it to kind of take a look.
Yeah, but without entering it yet, probably.
So would it be fair to say you guys are around there-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
All right. We're gonna have our first roll of the game right now. Rodrick,
Oh,
roll
no.
me an animal handling check.
Oh boy.
16. Okay, that's pretty solid. So so Neri is kind of standing by you. Is Neri on a leash or no?
No. No.
Okay. Neri, to your surprise, begins kind of circling your feet and looking at the cave, not nervously, but very excitedly. And Neri starts to kind of run off, stops a little bit,
Neri.
kind of waiting, looks back at you, and looks
Don't
back at
do
the
it.
cave. Roll me one more animal handling check, and I want you to remind you this is a puppy.
Mhm.
Puppies do
Damn
not
it.
listen for shit, as we all know.
So what would that be with disadvantage?
No, you just roll flat. You are her owner.
Okay.
Oh,
God.
but
It
with
got
that,
worse.
so the 16, the first one was to see if she was just gonna run, and no, you succeeded. So she just kind of stood by. With an 11, Neri looks at you, gives you that "fuck you, I'm going in" look, and
No, Neri.
bolts and
Neri.
runs into the cave.
No.
Do you run in after?
I am chasing my dog. Yes.
Are you guys running after with him?
Of course.
Give me my
Wait
dog.
for me! As he runs after him.
So as you all run into the cave,
That's the last time I bring a Chihuahua hunting.
yeah.
What do you
So-
think a Chihuahua was a good hunting dog?
So
What?
there is a. Oh god. Oh, I need to do this. Okay. Okay. So you have a split second as you're running into the cave and you're getting close to the entrance, and you think, "Huh, that's fucking funny. I don't see the dog anymore." Uh-oh. And as you enter the cave, as soon as your foot or your hand, whichever would be first, crosses that threshold. Hello, cat. We hear you in the background. Welcome to YouTube.
Sorry.
Oh, you're all good. I like making fun of it because Ethel. It's usually me who's having that happen with Ethel. So as you enter the cave, you all feel a force unleashed on you. You feel this new feeling you've never felt before. It's brand new to all of you. It doesn't feel quite right, but not quite wrong either. The world feels as if it's swirling. It feels as if something is changing, and the image in front of you, which is this forest path, begins to shift. Not a lot, but something's different. And then you see a distortion. Everything is starting to go hazy, and what feels like minutes pass. And you are standing there. The cave is gone. Other than that, everything looks pretty normal. Everyone roll me a perception check real quick.
I'm great at these.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh no. That's
So-
and my hold on, let me check my modifiers. And it's a 6.
Okay. So we have a 6, a nat 20, and a 23. So. So you all heard this. The perception check was to see if you could figure out generally where this came from. But as you were going through, you heard a sound. You hear these words. They make no sense to you. It's in language you've never heard, but they ring in your ears. Rodrick and Levi, these are not coming from where around you. Like, they almost sounded like they were behind you, but as you really key into what you just heard, they're not near you. These sounds are different. These sounds are, it's almost like it's from a disembodied voice. JoJo, that sound was right fucking behind you. Somebody just
Like,
whispered in your ear.
I rock my head around to see who's saying that.
Yeah, and you don't see anybody there. Well, you do see somebody, but it's not anybody who you could identify making the sound because they're nowhere near you, actually. So as you guys are looking around, and you notice that the cavern is gone, and so And the dog is also seems to be missing. Um,
Oh,
but
lovely.
as you're looking out to the pathway, you see a young man clothed in green and black robes, as well as and a hood covering his head.
Wow,
As
he's
you're looking,
big.
Wow,
he's not
he's
actually that big.
edgy.
Wow.
You
Man.
Even for a
you
little
notice that there
guy,
are
that's
two
surprising.
there are two wolves on either one of his flanks, and they seem like they're just walking with him. And upon closer inspection, his ears don't look right. They look elongated. It doesn't seem quite normal to you.
Question for the DM.
Answer for the player?
If we're coming from our world, doesn't Lord of the Rings exist in our world?
Lord of the Rings does exist in your world. So does D&D.
Who's that Legolas-looking guy?
Hey, this looks like the last character I played in my session, man.
Yes.
Damn.
I was gonna say, I think my character would be scared of. I think he would actually check himself after seeing those pointy ears. Do I have pointy ears?
Does your character
My
have pointy
character's
ears?
wondering.
Huh?
Yeah, my
Does your
character's
character have
wondering
pointy
if he
ears?
maybe hit his head somewhere in that cave, and if he has like head trauma, so he starts seeing things.
What was?
I was saying, does your character have pointy ears?
Once he goes through, he's a Ladrin elf, so yes.
So you reach up to feel, and there are points. Your ears feel a little longer than normal. And you're noticing as you're looking around, the world seems just ever so slightly clearer to you.
Well then, something tells me we're not in Kansas anymore.
We weren't in Kansas to begin with.
True.
Hey, my friend. He would have also hit your head
Jet
in
lag.
that cave.
You do see that the man is continuing to walk down the path, and he kind of looks at you guys, gives you a quizzical look, and just keeps walking. You guys yell out to him or anything?
Hey, you.
Hmm?
Quick question.
Yes, what can I help you with?
Where are we?
I mean, you're in the forest?
Obviously, but where is this forest?
Um, you are right outside the town of Meredith.
Huh?
The town of Meredith.
What
you know,
continent? What continent exactly?
This is the continent of Eris.
All right.
Cool.
What
We're,
continent do you think you're on?
Well, maybe not this one. Any of them that are on Earth?
We're not exactly from around here. We're a little lost.
He looks at you all puzzled. What is Earth? Never heard of that before.
I'm pretty sure Earth is the ground beneath us.
Ah.
As JoJo picks up a hand of dirt and looks at it.
Would you like to roll investigation on the dirt?
Yes, I'm going to roll investigation in the dirt.
Investigate that dirt.
Oh my god.
Yes, okay. According to my very good investigation ability of a, let's say, 3, I can say, yes, the ground here is made of ground.
Yes, the ground is made of ground.
Um,
Um,
you know, Earth, the third planet from the giant star, the sun in the sky.
well, yes, of course. Solaris, the
Oh.
sun. But you, what are you all talking about?
Do you have portals here by chance?
I mean, some very high-ranking mages can make portals, but not many. I mean, I can
believe it.
step, and you see his image shivers, and he appears directly behind you, and then he shimmers again and appears right back where he was standing.
Yeah, no, I think Grand Mage or something might have opened up a portal that went to our plane and brought us here. And we don't know how to get back.
Also, have you seen a little tiny dog? We would usually call it a chihuahua, but it's really tiny. Probably barking at
Oh.
random things.
Small hound.
I can't say that I have. One of my wolves
lovely.
did pick up a scent. I was following it back to town. Oh, maybe it was your. You said a small. Why would anyone breed a small dog? Seems very counterintuitive. But
It. Oh, whatever.
Don't
Don't
worry,
judge
buddy.
me. It's my hunting dog.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, Rodrick. We'll find your hound.
what do you hunt? What do you hunt? Vermin?
Hermit. No. No. I hunt deer and things.
Huh.
Don't ask.
You
Aren't you taking them out to hunt squirrels this time?
That was the plan.
Yeah, well, at least you have a bow and arrow on you. That seems like you at least have something instead of you two. And he gestures to the other two of you. What do you have, a walking stick and a jacket? Yes, you're very effective fighting with those. There's owlbear in this wood. You should never go in here alone. Come on. I'll take you back to town. And at least show you where the tavern is. You three seem like you're already drunk enough, although.
Owl bear.
Thanks. Oh, trust me. I know what they are. You don't want to mess with them.
Sounds like a fun hunt.
It's not.
I pull out my smartphone and open the compass app.
So the way I'm gonna roll the phones, go ahead, and you have your solar battery. So the way I'm gonna do it, if you use your battery, you can roll with advantage, but you're gonna have to roll every time you pull it out, and we're gonna go by Dungeons and Daddies rules. Another awesome podcast for anyone who wants a D&D podcast that's really funny. Check out Dungeons and Daddies.
Oh yeah.
But as you open your phone, roll me a d20 with advantage. So just roll me 2d20, and as long as you don't get a nat 1, your phone will be on.
Don't say that, please. Oh, that was
All
close.
right.
Too close.
So you have advantage because you have your solar charger. So you have the 12, and so you open your phone up, it powers on just fine, and you're able to open the compass app, and it points that north is in that general direction.
Okay, does it also tell me the coordinates where I am?
As you look at it, the coordinates are very quickly changing. It looks like it's going to the thousands, and then back to the hundreds, and then into the tens of thousands, which you didn't know coordinates could get to. But it cannot make up its mind. It can't make heads or tails of your coordinates.
Okay, I am pretty sure we are no longer on our plane, as I showed the others my smartphone and the coordinates that are just going wild.
And attempt to put my hand on his shoulder and probably just put my hand like on his chest because I'm that short. Just go, buddy. As we said before, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
We weren't in Kansas to begin with.
Exactly. We're not in Kansas. We're not even in the Rocky Mountains anymore. This is not Earth. This is something completely different. And we got to figure it out quickly.
Wait, are there several suns or is there one sun? Like,
There is a single sun.
okay.
They look up and find out.
I mean, it's not too hard. I'm not gonna make any rolls for that. As you kind of glance up, there is a single sun in the sky. You do notice though, it has a slightly more orange tint than the sun you're used to.
Do I now have to make a constitution roll for looking directly to the sun?
No, because you're kind of glancing. I don't think you're going and staring into it.
Yeah, that would be dumb.
Indeed.
All right, but you
So-
said we're going into town.
Yes, allow me to show you. If you will. And he kind of takes you guys up this way.
Oh yeah, why don't we follow the complete stranger we literally met 5 minutes ago? What could possibly go wrong?
He has a bow and arrow. I have a stick. If things get bad, we can defend ourselves. Remember when we fought off those bears?
I'll whack
Yeah,
him with
that
my
is true.
arrow.
So you whack him with your arrow.
I will defend us.
We're going to like walk
Alright.
up with the arrow in hand and whack him with
And
it.
give them the almighty bonk.
So I'm going to tell you guys now, your characters are not to scale on this next map because, well, you're about to see. This is why. So you guys enter a town. And as you get to the entrance, you realize this is a big fucking town. There are houses all over. There's some general stores and stuff like that. And the man goes, "Do you lot want to go to the tavern? I'll get you guys, I don't know, something to eat. You lot seem like you're drunk or something."
Okay, I'm not drunk, but I'll take free food.
How about you two?
It does sound good.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I had a couple bucks on me for Mickey D's, but sure, I'll take some free food.
Why would you have a deer on you? He looks at you very quizzically.
You don't have dollars here?
What the hell is a dollar?
Please, at least tell me you have like the Cash App or something.
They
What
don't
are
have
you-
Cash App.
What are you all speaking of?
Coins. Dollars are paper representation of coins where we're from.
Why would you
Yes.
have paper for money?
It's a lot
It's
easier to
easier to
carry around
carry
than
than coins.
bags.
You are a strange lot. Follow me. And he walks you all into a tavern. And you all enter. You hear tavern music playing. There's a bard up on the stage, and you see what you now can kind of understand to be an elven woman running around with a tray of drinks going. And you hear her go, all right. Listen here. I'll get to each one of you. Get hot. Tim, shut the fuck up, or I'm coming over there, and I'll put my quarterstaff so far up your ass. And you see she is
My character
yelling
is just
at
gonna
people.
look over and go, oh.
Oh, kinky.
Repeat that.
My character's gonna look over as he yells the quarterstaff thing, and I'll just go, I'll help.
She turns to you and gives you a look. as if she's not sure who said that, looks at you and goes, maybe later, sugar. You stay over. You find yourself a table. I'll be to you guys in a bit. Tim, fucking hell, Tim, put the and you see she's running over as you see who you're presuming to be this Tim guy, and I do have a token for him.
I want
You
to
see
see what
this-
this guy looks like. Oh
You see
god.
this man, trying to get what looks like a stick from the guy who is on stage, playing a fiddle and singing into a stick. And you hear the guy's voice being projected. And he's singing, Asmodeus came down to Minerva.
He looks like he knows how to party.
And the man who came in, he goes, all right, you lot, sit over here. All right. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown, because either you guys are dumb, drunk, or idiots. I can't tell which. And he kind of sits you all down at this table over here. And he goes, all right, so here's how this works. Use this, and he flicks up a copper piece, and you see a small copper coin in his hand. He goes, this is what we use for currency. Apparently you guys use something called dollars, which I've never heard of. Why would you use paper for money? It's idiotic. But you give these to them, and they give you stuff in return. Make sense so far?
So you're giving me a penny.
But it's worth $1 here.
What is a penny?
Why didn't I bring my pennies with me? They're worth more here.
I will say this coin is close to the size of a silver dollar than a penny.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, darn.
Okay, I think I figured out a way to explain our situation correctly. Okay, we come from a land far away. We have been involved in a magical accident, which teleported us here in the middle of nowhere. Does that make sense?
Oh, God. You act like the Archmage is still around. He's been dead for hundreds of years. There are no Archmages left that could make... If you guys are from a different plane, like you're saying, the Archmages are dead. We haven't met. There hasn't been one on this plane of existence in hundreds of years, let alone someone with that caliber of magic. Listen, we can all do minor magics in this realm, but to do magic like that, you would need an Archmage. And the last one, well, he died. So. And at this point, you see the lady who you saw yelling at Tim comes around with a platter of ales, and she drops them down in front of all of you. She goes, okay. What can I get y'all? And she looks over and goes, oh, it's you, Mr. Tough Guy. Hello, Trixie. Mm-hmm. You all better watch him. Now, this one, he is just the rudest bitch around, and she slaps him right in the back of the head. As she says that.
Look at her and go, amen, sister. You treated us like shit on the way here.
Oh, did he now? I did not. They're saying they're from another plane, which you only know. You heard the stories. They're saying a new Archmage is around. It's bullshit, Trixie. There's no shot. Alexander, I'm telling you, I don't think you are. You see them kind of going back and forth a bit. And now you kind of know his name is Alexander.
To end their squabbling, can I take my quarterstaff and kind of knock at the back of his knees?
Roll me sleight of hand to make him not notice. 13. All right, I'm gonna give him a +2 to perception.
All right.
So he got an 11. So yeah, no, he does not notice, and all of a sudden he feels, oh, what the fuck? And he kind of stares you down after realizing what happened.
I'm gonna look at him and go,
All right.
Trixie's trying to do her job. Let her do her job.
He gives you a glare. What race is Levi, by the way?
Halfling.
He's a halfling. Okay. He looks at you, goes, halflings be getting too big for their damn britches around here. Goodness. Anyhow, Trixie, a round of bread and meats and a round of ales. And she looks at him and she goes, it's gonna be 3 gold for you, mister. It's 4 silver at most. 3 gold for you? Why? So I don't kick your ass out of here. Fine. And he tosses her. You see he pulls out 3 solid gold pieces of coin and sets them in her hand. And he goes, it better get it quick for that price. Mm-hmm. She turns and walks away. What do you lot? What does everybody do?
I'm gonna go ahead and she hasn't laid down. Has she laid down the ale? She has, right?
Yeah, she laid down a round of ales for you lot. She's going to get bread and meat.
I am going to chug it.
Okay. Now we're gonna decide right here and now whether this ale here is good. So.
Oh God.
I would like all of you to roll me a d20. We're gonna take the average of all 4, and whatever, if that number is a 13 or higher. Oh, it's not.
God.
One time I rolled high.
That's a 27 or a 28 out of 30.
5 plus 4 plus 19.
Or no, a 28 out of 60. That's not. Nope.
So it is a 9.3. So you chug this ale, and immediately you can tell. How often does your character drink?
Not very often.
Okay.
I just
so you're
felt
not
like
very...
since everybody was drinking heavily, I was like, screw it, I'll chug too.
So as it hits your lips, and then it crosses over them and hits your tongue. This is a very bitter ale, and you're not ready for it. And it makes you jolt for a quick second, and then you're able to chug it. But that initial second was like, it's not horrible, but this is not good.
A very hoppy ale.
Yeah. It's very
I was gonna say, if you were gonna make me spit it out, I was gonna spit it out at this guy.
I know.
Alex.
I feel like we're really being assholes to him.
This is the IPA.
He has nothing but hurt us until now.
Yeah. Here is just the IPA equivalent of whatever their realm is.
Mm-hmm. So you all are looking around, and he goes, all right. So seriously, tell me what you all are doing here. What are you really doing here in this town? I might be able to help you. I can help you find supplies. Like, what do you need help with? I have connections all over this town.
Are you two a couple by any chance?
Trixie?
Yes.
You see, he puts a hand to his head. He goes, no, Trixie's my sister-in-law.
Oh. So
That
you're
makes
saying
sense.
she's single?
She's not one you want to tango with. Trust me, young one. She, she's a bit feral.
She's what?
Feral.
Feral.
Here, watch. And he kind of looks over, and you see a smirk come across his face, and he looks down to one of his wolves, and he kind of taps the wolf twice. The wolf slowly, very slowly, creeps up behind her and goes, "Ruff!" And you see her jump, and for a split, and the tray drops, and she turns into a swallow, like the bird. Get your mind out of the gutter, you guys. Flies up, turns around, and then turns back into herself, falls to the ground gracefully, and goes, "That was mean! Fuck you! One more gold! No. Yes. No." She picks up her tray. She's a druid, and I don't recommend getting... I don't recommend betting with her. Bad idea.
There wouldn't happen to be like a restroom around here, right?
Right
Just
over there.
chug that to hell, and it's yeah. I'm gonna
As
go
you
to
walk
the
in,
restroom.
as you walk in there, it's not plumbed, but as you kind of look for, there's no urinals, but there is a regular toilet. It's made of different woods, and on the inside, there's a grease along the bowl. You see it leads to what looks like a bag of some sorts. You don't know what it is.
Oh God, no. Yeah, I'm just going to use it,
We we can we can
and
off screen that.
then I'm going to. Is there a mirror?
Yes, there is.
I look in the mirror.
You see your mainly human features are still there. Your hair is a nice
God.
white, but your ears have elongated and your eyes have kind of slanted a little bit and narrowed. They seem, well, elvish. You see your
And
features have oranges.
as an Eladrin as well,
Mhm.
because what is the season right now in this
You can
place?
tell it is late summer or early autumn. The
Okay.
trees aren't changing color yet, but there is a brisk coolness to the air.
Okay. Yeah, so my look would look a lot orange right now. My eyes would probably be about that color. Because I change with the seasons, apparently.
Yeah. Yes, you have kind of an orangey glow to you. Um, and yeah, it's a bit odd.
And I'm just gonna go sit down like I seen a ghost or something.
Alexander kind of
As
looks
he's,
over.
lo-
Oh, go ahead.
as he's walking over, I'm gonna look at him and go, "Hey, you okay, buddy? It looked like you just saw a ghost."
uh, I mean, I my eyes are like an orangish color, but I look like the only thing that's still the same is my hair.
Welcome to elfhood, buddy.
How much does he look different than a normal human?
He has some more elven features, like his ears are a bit longer, his eyes are a bit narrower, and his skin has a more orange tint to it. But if you weren't directly looking at his ears, he just looks like a guy with a tan and kind of more Asian.
Bat tan.
You know, now that I
Yeah.
look closer at you, you really do look different. Wait, do I look different?
What is your exact race again?
Tabaxi.
Oh, that's right. So as you guys look at him, you see that his eyes are a bit more cat-like. And his hair almost looks softer. Like maybe it's not hair anymore, and it's more fur-like. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of changes. Until JoJo smiles. As soon as he does, you notice his teeth have sharpened.
As soon as he smiles, my character's gonna fall out of her chair and just go, "Ha! Teeth, teeth, teeth,
Like overall, or just my canines?
Your canines, but also a couple of your others that normally would be kind of flatter, because I mean, as humans we're omnivorous, but some of them, any kind of pointed point on any tooth has sharpened just a bit, and your canines, you can feel them in your maw, and you kind of realize that if you were to bite down on your finger, like just as you were thinking, like bite your fingernail, you would probably bite through the fingernail with just your bite force.
That's interesting.
You could hole punch paper with ease with just your
Hell yeah, let's go.
Wait, as they're realizing, I'm gonna go, wait a minute, something doesn't feel right. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna go, I wasn't this short compared to you guys.
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
As you look at Alexander, he is just looking at you like three fucking idiots.
I'm sure you're wondering right now, are we suffering from some kind of brain damage? And the answer to that is most likely yes.
Fell and bumped our heads. We're all having the same dream.
Must be.
He
We die?
reaches out. You're not dead. If you were dead, you wouldn't be here at the tavern. Hold on, let's see if you did bump your head. Okay. Is your hand on the table?
I don't know. Is it?
We're gonna say it is. What's your AC?
My AC?
Yeah.
My AC is a 13.
Okay. You see he pulls out a dagger and poof, right in the table, and it goes just next to your hand. And you immediately flinch it back, and he goes, pretty alive to me. If you were dead, you would have let that go through. And he pulls the dagger out and puts it back on his belt.
Oh, I can do that too, as I pull out my own knife and start doing the finger game. I've got all my fingers. The knife
Roll
goes chop,
sleight of
chop,
hand.
chop. Okay.
I'm gonna say DC 13.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Chops off
And
one of his
sleight
fingers.
of hand.
That's
There
a
you
plus
go.
3. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, you do it perfectly. Yeah, no, you do it exactly. Just
Nice.
and as you're doing this, you see Trixie walks over. Hey! Don't put holes in my table. Alexander, did you tell him to do this? I did. Why do you blame everything on me?
He started with
Why
it,
wouldn't
I
I?
say, pointing at him.
What'd you say?
He started with it, pointing at Alexander.
I'm sure he did. And she goes, I'll be telling your brother about this. I don't care. I really don't care, Trixie.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Trixie and I'm gonna go, okay, to be fair, he thought he was dead, and I'm gonna point at JoJo. I'm gonna go, he thought he was dead. Alexander wanted to prove him wrong, and then after that, he decided to do that of his own free will.
Okay. That's more accurate. Thank you. Fine. And she puts out in front of each of you. It's a slab of meat with a quarter loaf of bread in front of each of you. She goes, no, she does not yawn. She sorry. She looks at you all and goes, well, enjoy your food, and if you need anything, I'll be up there talking to the owners. And she walks up, and you see her chatting with this red-headed woman and black-haired man. Well, You lot enjoy your meal. If you ever need to find me, you need help with anything, I have a place in town. Then you see he stops for a second, and you can tell he's puzzly thinking. He's puzzled and thinking, and he goes, "Yeah." And he pulls out a small card, and he. Which one of you kind of holds yourself as more the leader of the group? If I may ask. But you guys are
one
been
who
friends.
one who walks tall and carries a big stick. Even though she's the
So
shortest
not
of the
you.
group,
I was about to say. Oh, wait.
walks tall, carries a big stick, even though she's the shortest of the group.
And he
I
hands
seem to be the only one not causing chaos.
I didn't really cause any
the
chaos.
small paper to you. As you open it, it is an address. And as you're reading it, it's not an address you've ever seen. It says, 4th house on the easternmost side of town, red roof. And he walks, and he starts walking out of the bar. If you need anything, come find me. If you can't find me there, I'm in the woods. And you see, as he gets close to the door, he goes, "Take care, you three." And he face steps out of there. What do you three do?
Okay, I think our first and foremost concern should be money. Money runs, apparently, this world too, and we have to figure out a way to get money.
Money's kind of like secondary for me. I still gotta find that stupid dog. I mean, my lovely dog.
No, let's
I don't find that stupid. I mean,
that
lovely
bark
dog.
box. The bark box is probably dead. Sure. Yeah, let's try and find him.
You, at this point, you see an orcish man come in. Oh heavens. And you see, he's got a couple cuts on his face. And you see Trixie runs up. Heavens, Reginald, what happened to you? Oh God, it's that damn group of bandits. They took my gold pouch again. Have a seat. Let me get you an ale. Tim, be nice to him. Maybe. Tim, fine. And she runs over to you guys. She goes, "Hey, you three. He paid your bill, but if you are gonna order anything else, you are gonna have to pay for yourselves. But yeah, for now your bill's paid. Fucking hell. Can I stop yawning?"
She needs a 15-minute break over here. She's yawning. She's tired. She needs a nap.
Let her get her nap.
You see the man look up and he goes, "Trixie, you need a nap?" No, sir. No, sir. I'm fine. I mean, if you
Paid
need
nap
one,
break.
you can. We're not forced. The man looks at you and goes, "What do I look like, a charity case? No. Trixie, if you need a rest, you can take your 15. Oh, thank you, sir." And she sets down the platter up here. "Martha, you got this?" "I got this. Thank you." And you see she turns into a sparrow again, and flies up and out of view.
Okay.
I go, "I'm gonna do that."
That's pretty cool.
Well, looky there. I helped somebody out on my first day of being in this new world. I gave them a 15-minute break.
Well done, buddy. You deserve a pat on the back. Me?
Who you guys now have heard to be Martha. She walks up to you and goes, "Hi. My name is Martha, and I'll be serving you guys for the rest of today. What can I get you lot?"
We actually had our fill earlier. Trixie served us, but thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
Could I get a glass of water by chance?
Oh, certainly. And she walks away for a second and comes back with uh, an ale mug filled with water.
You wouldn't happen to know how to make money around here, would you? Besides, like working at the tavern.
Well, for those of us who can't adventure, we usually work in taverns and things like that. But there's plenty of other jobs that are needed. There's people who own markets and stuff like that. Uh, and then of course there's adventurers. Uh, adventurers, they're so cool. I always wanted to be an adventurer, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to. And you see she kind of lifts the left side of her skirt ever so slightly, and you see her foot is mechanical.
Hmm.
It actually looks like it's part machine. She goes, when I was a young girl in Owlbear, well, I was out in the woods with my father, and an owlbear attacked us. He didn't make it, and the owlbear got part of my leg, but I was able to get away to safety from my uncle. And she points to the man up, sitting behind the bar.
Hmm.
Can I make an insight check on him?
Okay, roll me insight. And what are you looking for, if I may ask? Looking for maliciousness or?
How experienced does this man seem?
With a 2?
It's a 3. Yeah.
Oh, 3?
Yeah.
He looks like he has experience. In what, you don't know, but he has experience.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look at Margaret and say, why do you think you can't be an adventurer just because you have a mechanical foot? You get around here just fine.
She kind of chuckles. She goes, "Yeah, but I would never be any good enough to fight. I've tried. I did try to go on a few adventures. I went with a small party, but I always ended up lagging behind. I never I never got really good with a sword, nor any sort of magics. And heavens, I don't like a bow. So instead, I tend the tavern, and I enjoy it here."
Well, this I can truly say you can find. I'd say you're the most important part of every adventuring party. You provide rest and sustenance for every adventuring party that comes through here.
You truly are, sweetheart. And she smiles. She goes, "Usually halflings are so rude around these parts. It's nice to meet a kind one."
Weird to think that people this short would be so rude.
I
That's your
do
pick.
have one question. So where would you find these adventures?
Oh, well, Alexander is one. But he's kind of solo now. He's been doing it for quite a few years. I'd have to say he's probably in at least the 14th rank of adventurer. Behind the screen, he's a level 14 ranger.
Oh,
But
damn.
in front of the screen. What was that D6 for?
What's part of my subclass? I have like this spells table, and if after every short or long rest, I can roll a d6, and the spells change depending on the d6.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
I know what
and
you're talking
I
about.
actually got the spell psychedelics.
Nice.
That's gonna be fun.
So
Oh, yes.
I confirmed the gentleman, and I'm like point in that direction. It is this gentleman, right? Or am I?
You're pointing.
Or which? In this direction. Yeah. somewhere over here.
She looks at you. Oh, no. That's Uncle Frederick.
Okay. Who's
Alexander was the shady man who was here a bit ago.
Oh, okay.
Alex, he was the wolf guy we were with.
Of course. What? And he ran off.
Oh, he doesn't do jobs that you guys would want to get into. He does ones mainly, Have you ever heard of Cardinal Hood?
Sounds
No.
familiar.
Well, he was a man, and basically he would go and he beat up and stole from the rich and give back to the poor. He was a very kind man. But Alexander likes to think of himself like a modern-day Cardinal Hood, and goes and tries to do the same.
Uh-huh. Interesting. So is there like a board where we can get task? Or
Oh, hold on. And she turns. Uncle Frederick! Yes. Come here for a second. What can I do? These lot are looking to start adventuring. I figure if anyone know some good easy level jobs, without having to try and go snag one from the board, it'd be you. Yes. And he kind of sizes you guys up. He goes, I wouldn't put you past rank 2, maybe. All right. Tell you what. Nicholas over there. Did I call him Nicholas earlier? The Orcish man? What did I call him? I forgot. I didn't write it down.
I think you called him Nicholas.
Okay. We're gonna go with Nicholas. He goes, yes. Nicholas over there was attacked by some thugs. Tell you what. You lot go, find him, get his gold pouch back, and I'll give you all free lodging for the night, and 5 gold each. And a free meal. Fair?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, seems fair to me.
Sounds good.
All right, perfect. Nicholas. Yes. Come here for a second. What can I do? Tell these fine folk about the men whom well, they stole from you today. Yes. There were 3 well, they look to be human. Nothing against you other humans. You 2 I don't mind. And you 3 aren't human, obviously. But there were 3 of those, those other humans. And they had the bandanas on, and they had the the black boots. Oh, they were in the Thieves Guild, weren't they? I believe so. Well, if there's any other information, please do give it to these folks. We're due. And basically, Nicholas sits down with you guys, and he describes to you 3 humans with red bandanas, and they all had a feather on the left side of their neck, like a feather tattoo. That's how you'll know it's them. I would recommend going and getting some sort of gear better than what you have currently, if you can afford it. If not, then I can show you where it happened if you like.
It would be nice if you could show us.
Will do. Nick smiles and starts leading you guys on your way. And as you all pick up your first quest as new adventurers, we will end our first session.
No,
I'm
I haven't found my dog yet.
Your dog's dead. Accept it.
Wait,
That was
I have.
definitely. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have faith we'll find the dog. Dead or alive? That's another question.
Yes. So, with that, for our players and for the folks at home, we do have a couple small things I want to show all of you. So, this is the world map of where you guys are. The realm is called Orven. And I don't have an X on where you guys are just yet. I need to get my X. Hold on. Here we are. I actively have a token for a red X to mark where people are. You guys are currently up in this general area up here. You're in a small town, and I'm going to, as we discover new towns and new landmarks, I will put them on the map, but this is a general kind of map layout without any labels, because currently you guys don't know labels. So as we discover them, I will add them to this map. And I do very much look forward to continuing this on. But with that, I will bid you all adieu. For YouTube, I will bid you all adieu for tonight. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this first episode of From Survivalists to Adventurers. And here's to a brand new adventure. I'm very excited to embark upon it with all of you. So, with that, another huge thank you to our sponsor of Iron Buffalo Gaming and Comics, and we'll see you guys next time. My name is Zen. As always, stay awesome, stay safe, and stay golden, my friends. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.